All right, so I believe that Bryson did post the next video, and this time, the one thing I've already talked about it was I was still young, and it seemed like the last video had gained more attention when I was watching it before reacting to it, and I really just felt like, you know what? I'm betting on I'm going to watch it again. Man, he's a good old boy, doesn't he? Well, he seemed like how impressed would that be? I mean, like I say, what Never Now tells the secret. I mean, it makes it feel like he's good again. He's still young, but he's over the limit. He's 23. He wouldn't be able to be clear with that, but it's just what happens. Anyway, let's get on to this reaction. Hammer Nation's video of this reaction resumes now. Let's do it. You did again, and it started beginning, huh?
One adult beverage, please.
Hey, punk. This here bar's for adults only. You gotta be at least 21 to consume alcoholic beverages.
He's over 21! What are you thinking? I'm over 21 here, too!
So hit the road.
Actually, I'm 23.
Yeah, of course he's 23. You know that.
And here's my ID.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, my mistake, little man. Here, have an alcohol. On the house.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
What do I do?
Wow, he died, did he?
Hi, I'm Bryson, and my most popular video is about how I look young. But that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, of course it was 3 years ago. I mean, always expect it now. I mean, for in between of 2024 to 23 to 22, I mean, I have no questions of how I was going to happen. But in the meantime, though, looks like that this might be the only time that I really wanted to do for. So I wanted to see what's going on. Let's see what goes in.
A lot has happened since then, and let me tell you, I still look young. The doctor said it's because of my genes, but I don't know what my pants have to do with any of this.
Okay then. You always had the sound effect of the sitcom laugh, did you, huh? Oh, good idea.
So today, we're gonna delve more into what it was like growing up as such a late bloomer.
It looks like you also have explosionitis.
What?
Oh, no! Oh, he just died again, did he? That's 2 in a row. What the heck?
I developed pretty normally at first, but I started to notice some differences when I went to middle school. The other boys started getting bigger and taller, but I stayed fun-sized, as my mom would call it. I didn't really mind being a pipsqueak because it fit my vibe. I was the quiet kid who kept to himself and stayed under the radar drawing my silly little pictures. But the gap between me and the other boys only got worse as time went on, and this caused people to make comments and poke fun at me.
Oh, so that's what happened? They make fun of you during at school? Oh boy. Wow. I guess this is your worst day of your life that happened, huh? Well, of course that most people are definitely doing it to me when I've done it in middle school. Sometimes they just really did pick on for some reason. I told them to calm down, but not for that little jerkhead who just smacked my hand. That was no big deal. Not really. Yes, big deal. That's because when I always did that, I try to settle down, but Michael did that. I mean, one person just took the book and just slammed it. And I feel like, dude, really? That hurts. Oh my gosh. I can't help it. I mean, it doesn't hurt that bad, but it's just red. That's all.
Wrong place, small fry. The elementary school is down the street. Get it? 'Cause he's small. Yeah, good one. Yeah, pipsqueak.
Well, at least I know what deodorant is,
Well, here's one thing you should know for. Jerk off. Get out of here.
Eric.
Oh, no. Oh, man, I do not even believe it. Oh, you better run that thing again already.
Well, at least I know what deodorant is, Derek.
Hell no. Oh, that was just a shame how it just happens with... Hey, you could always expect it now of me who's trying to be a loser and a little shucking on the face. I mean, nobody wants to know this. OMG, they're really all over to me, but that really makes us the good ones. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay.
Went through middle school and started high school without growing at all. I guess I'm just not like other boys. Most people just don't get me.
Ha, they don't care about you. Yeah, you're definitely nothing. Unless somebody sneaks on you.
But with you, it's just simple. I'm glad we're friends.
Well, nobody cares.
Sorry, who are you? At 16 years old, I was 5'2" and 80 pounds. I remember that because that's seriously the size I was for like 6 years. I was definitely not an average teenage boy. I was great at hide and seek, however, I could not go outside if wind speeds were too high.
Oh, okay, well, I guess that wind speed's definitely kind of hard to expect.
So, my parents took me to see a doctor.
Yeah, he's definitely underdeveloped. I feel bad for him because men like to feel like alpha males, and he obviously isn't. I mean, look at him. So, I'm going to recommend testosterone treatment.
Oh, testosterone and treatment. So, what would I feel like? I mean, I definitely wanted to change my treatment. I wanted to do something a little bit different so I can get grown a little bit better. Oh, man, that Bryson needs to be a good old friend to me. I mean, good old guy never feels like to be a down day. Would this be true? Anybody will.
This was a shock to me. I knew I was small, but I generally tried to just ignore it and live my life. I figured that being uncomfortable in your body was kind of just part of being a teenager and that everyone grows at different paces. But this medical professional told me that my body wasn't manly enough and then immediately suggested TRT to a 16-year-old, which I think is pretty crazy. We even got a bone scan done and found out that my bone age was that of a 12-year-old.
What, a 12-year-old? So what does that happen with the bones? Does it give you, like, some of the bones that you would have to get some treatment about? That the bad thing is that when it goes that young, do you really think it was going to happen that when most people are definitely saying that, oh, the bones are definitely not so good at all. They feel like they're so tiny. They're so small. I think you can't grow that fast enough. Or is that always me talking like that? I mean, doctors really can explain things. I mean, they really can. I really must say is that most doctors really have to try to figure out what the bone age and definitely in between all the body parts that are attached. Yeah, just think of it that way. If something goes small or going to turn out large to go bigger. Might be tall for the next height.
Okay, here are the results of the scan. Travel home safely now. This dude's bones suck!
Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. That is very creepy.
I mean, look at it! That's just shoddy workmanship right there!
Oh, yeah, that's shoddy workmanship right there. Yeah! Nobody cares.
We then met with an endocrinologist and determined that I was healthy, just a late bloomer. He told me that I could choose to do the treatment or not, and I decided against it. I'm the type of guy to kind of just let things play out. I've never dyed my hair or gotten a tattoo or a piercing.
Yeah, I felt like it's kind of too hard to do that, so no, none of the above.
I knew that this kind of intervention didn't feel like me, and that I was more of a default settings type of guy. So, despite people's comments, I did what I felt was right for me.
Yeah, I mean, you chose what you're looking for, don't you? Oh, now I get that, because you're over the limit. And I really can't really say anything about Bryson. I mean, if how he wants to take this another treatment to do. I mean, he can let it go now. I mean, sometimes they can't take it. I mean, it's just too hard. I mean, just go live on your own life. That's all.
And looking back, it was arguably the more manly thing to do. I was my own man who did what I thought was right, regardless of people disagreeing with me.
Bryson, just because they're called parachute pants doesn't mean they work like a parachute!
Oh man, Brody is back again. And he's now thinking that Bryson should never attempt to do this with the parachute of his legs. I mean, what happens if you don't? And what happens if you do? Will it work or will it fail? I would say, try it.
Don't jump!
You can't tell me what to do. I'm my own man.
Do it.
Oh.
But
Yeah. He changed his mind anyway.
on a more serious note, the comments about how small I was and that I didn't look or sound my age definitely bothered me for a while, and I felt pretty insecure about it. Especially when I started high school. It's part of the reason I never had any personal social media accounts. But around this time, I started my YouTube channel. It was all very new and exciting since I hardly used the internet before,
Right.
except for watching funny dog videos.
Right. Yeah, definitely what I have to note this anyway. Master Pub? Ow. I think someone had crocked the ball. I'm not gonna say anything that's pregnant or something like privacy or anything, but for women's to men, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything that's really rude. But I must say is that you started your channel, which calls the Octopus Story first video. Yes, I can recall that one here. That's the first one.
I made my first few videos and people were very nice until they learned my age. And then it happened.
Oh, and the legend, what happened here?
My first hate comment. This guy is definitely lying about being 16. He sounds 12. I kept getting comments like that until finally I responded with, I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm 16. Stop being rude.
Oh, so we got a bad content of the comment putting in with some ages, huh? I mean, just only bad comments on with any of a kind. I mean, that really is definitely like very negative anyway. Violators will have to say they'll have to remove him about being a jerk off that has to be like putting the age of under 16 like it's a little being stupid little kid and realizing they just can't even afford it. Well, let me tell you this. Why don't you go yourself and stay the out of here right this instant? Do not give him the age and leave Bryson alone. I'm done. You know, there is no reason to that, and someone would have to explain it because there is no offensive way to start messing somebody up. And when you can't do this, you can't make them disrespect back them again until you try to get over this. That has nothing to do with anything. So with that, I felt like that no one is going to hate me for anything. Only one content that I received here after finishing off the Mavs and the Grizzlies for the NBA 2K17, I started removing it. No at all. This really means it. And I'm never going to like it at all. Well, all because of those bad comments that putting in with some BS words, and they don't exist. I'm really serious. They don't exist.
And in that moment, I had a breakthrough. Wait a minute. If I truly didn't care, I wouldn't have felt the need to stoop to their level and respond. Maybe, instead of projecting my issues in a futile online argument, I should be the best person I can be and only focus on what I can control.
I would just keep going there and then try to control your temper. Maybe because of you. You must control your temper.
I can't please everyone, and no matter what I do, some people will disagree with me. And that's okay. A breakthrough that many people online still haven't discovered yet.
Oh, they did it again, don't they?
I made my peace with it and accepted that I was just going to grow up differently than most boys. And that's okay. And it
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
wasn't long before I did start growing. A few years later, I met up with one of my friends who I hadn't seen in a long time, and he was shocked that my plateau at 5'2" was finally over and I had shot past it to around 5'8". We hung out and ate dinner, and he said, "So like, what did they do to you to make you grow?" "Nothing, we just waited. Did you think they put me in the Captain America Super Soldier device?" "Yes."
Oh, just definitely like you looking at a Captain America to try to think of a movie.
And while I still look younger than I am, as the years passed, something amazing happened. I'm tall now.
Dang! Can you look at it, guys? Look! You better look at this now. That is insane. Bruh. Yeah, bruh. That's right. Bruh, how did you grow so tall? Look at it. Dang, you're so tall that over the Rocky Mountain top on the Tennessee line.
And while this doesn't fix the problem area, it has been a nice consolation prize for suffering through school as the short kid. The slower you bake, the farther you rise. What can I say? I am the tallest of my siblings, standing at a whopping, drumroll please,
Okay, drum roll, I will do that.
6'2".
Dang, you got 6'2". I mean, I would be 6'2". I wanted to do it so I can slam dunk over people.
Please, hold your applause.
Why? Why do you want to do that?
However, I am afraid that my theory about baking slower and rising farther will turn out all too true. Because my little brother Brenner is finally starting to shoot up, and he might catch up to me. And I don't like that, because he's the little brother. I just want to grab him and squish him back down to size so I can keep my crown.
Oh, for real? Now you're gonna definitely just start accusing on Brenner like that? For real? To try to stop growing at an age? What if he starts growing? You gotta, take a break on that. For real.
It was cool when I surpassed all my older siblings, but him doing it would be cringe and stupid, so I'm not gonna allow it to happen.
Why not? Why would you say that?
There, fixed.
Oh, no.
Just
Well, he's kind of pissed off about that. I mean, he would want to keep his leg back this same size and the length of 6'2". Can't really say it fair now.
despite my cartoonish proportions, I'm glad I waited and let things take their natural course. And I'm also glad I waited because I stayed natty.
Well, that would be me, of course.
One of the disadvantages of long legs is doing squats in the gym absolutely sucks. I have to move the weight much farther than the average person just to get to the proper depth.
Oh, for real. So the average rate from here, I mean, girls can definitely just squat down with their legs, while men and boys can definitely just try to, stick it out from a tall height and then squat down. I mean, I know it kind of sucks when you're doing this, but I just don't want to break my back right away. I just really want to keep doing it, do my exercise on the work, get better at it. I mean, I just really wanted to do better and stick on my cardio on the workout. Well, the good news is I already passed 1,200 calories for the day of the month, so I should earn myself a medal. But those guys really can't do it. I mean, they just got to keep working on it over and over. Try harder.
I was at the gym with my friend that's much shorter than me, and her set of squats was like, okay, I'm done. And then mine were like, oh my god!
Oh my gosh, really? Is that what you just really screaming out at the gym? Really?
That's one. You gotta do 12.
Well, I can't really help at that one for Bryson, but I still can.
But being me comes with advantages too. Since I grew so slowly, everything was more spread out. So I never had growing pains or terrible acne. And as every person who's ever met me has already pointed out, it'll work out when you're older because you'll be 50, but you'll look way younger. Which I hope is true.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna change that way.
What if I never look my age? I just look like this until I'm 45 and then boom, I'm an old man. Another advantage of looking young I've discovered since living on my own is that I can get door-to-door salesmen to leave me alone much faster. Hello, young man. Are your parents home?
Actually, you know what? I thought your parents' home were gonna be saying this. No, my parents are not even home, so can you please just leave me alone now? I gotta take care of some of my business. Goodbye. I think that's Bryce's gonna say that.
No, they are not.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought that. Can you just wait for a second? I gotta take care of my business. I thought he was gonna say that.
I do love to make fun of Brayden because when we're sitting next to each other,
Wait, did he have his long hair before? That is short hair? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Brayden has his long hair. Oh my goodness. That should be like a real character. It's like a Haminations one that I went to VidCon. Oh my gosh. Looks like somebody wanted to revamp this to Brayden with a long hair. And what about Brody, the one from Haminations? Is he going to keep it the same, or is it going to be different? I mean, I don't know if it is. Wow. What a life-changing separation from the animation of longest hair. I can't believe it.
he's taller than me, but when we stand up, I shoot past him. Imagine your younger sibling being taller than you. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, right. Whatever. Oh no. I got bad news for Brenner.
Wait, no. And I think it's
I don't think so.
funny that being tall is associated with doing sports.
Wow! How's the weather up there? Let me guess. Basketball player?
I told you that Bryson can't do basketball. He's terrible at it. Even with blinds of this eye contact, he did terrible at it. He had a 50% chance. If you already recalled the last video, he just broke his ankles and get bleeded by the nose from the basketball. He wouldn't do anything. And his physical form ain't built for that. Only the silly little pitchers that he can definitely do. So why would you give it to Bryson to give a good sport for basketball? Really? Dumb.
No, I draw pictures. Leave me alone. The day I
Yeah, leave him alone now. Only the pictures that he can do.
turned 21, I decided to do the rite of passage of going into a bar. I walked up to the bouncer, gave them my ID, and watched his brain break.
Oh, so that's when it did happen, don't you? Oh, and you looked at the license and you looked at him, don't you? Well, I couldn't care for that.
Not true. That's impossible.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
They left
Oh, a scenery from the Luke thing. I am your father. Well, that good thing that Bryson is in the bar. Can't really go over this.
me in, and I tried a non-alcoholic beer. Bryson, why didn't you just try a real beer?
Actually, it's not really a real beer. I think a non-alcoholic is definitely a 0% of it without alcoholic in there. I might be guessing it.
Because I'm stupid sober. I don't want to know how stupid I am while drunk. Also, people say that when you're drunk that it's like you, but more. But I'm already too much. That would be way too much.
Yeah, definitely. You're going to be slumped out here and you're definitely going to be drunken over. Man, you're going to be passing out. Drug abuses, things, everything.
Hey guys.
Yeah, that's what I was saying you wouldn't want to talk. Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, we don't care about you.
I love you guys. Does anyone want to build a Lego set together?
Yeah, he's drug abuse. Ew. Yep. Yeah. He's drugged out. He couldn't do it more.
I'm leaving. Anyway.
Yeah, goodbye. I'm leaving too. Yeah, see you later. No, we're not coming back here, Bryson, because you've already drunk too much already. And I felt like, yep, I'm not going to do it again. Oh, can't help it. You know, please stay out.
The non-alcoholic beer tasted like yeasty, soggy bread water. 0 out of 10.
Yeah, of course. That's definitely not good. I can't say it now.
But the wings were good. Then this guy who could tell it was my first time in a bar came up to me and said,
Welcome to bar life, son.
and I said, thank you. I am never coming back.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I felt like, yeah, one time, but not 2 times.
And even at 23 years old, I'm still growing. I wasn't 6'2" until this year. Who knows? Maybe I'll never stop and I'll be 10 feet tall at age 30.
Oh my gosh, 10 feet tall? I mean, that would be way over the line. I mean, over the foot? I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, come on. Somebody's got to stop this from growing too tall.
As time goes on, people freak out less about how young I look, but it does still happen from time to time.
How old are you? You look 15.
I'm actually 23.
What's wrong, officer? Did you really think about what his age and his driver's license had to be done?
But
Okay, he's not coming down.
my height isn't the only thing that's 6'2". My wingspan is also 6'2", so my slap range is pretty good. I don't usually slap people, but I could.
Ow!
Not to mention the range of my kicks. That's my plan for if I'm ever getting robbed. Oh, certainly, sir. I'll give you my wallet. Whatcha?
Whoa. I think it is style just like the Matrix.
If I hug my leg, my knee is higher than my shoulders, meaning that my femur is longer than my entire torso. I've got
Oh, for that, so on. I mean, your legs would be longer than your over the boat on your shoulders. Well, not so the beast, because his shoulders wouldn't pass the legs, and definitely it would be like kind of like short. Well, for the real human, I'm thinking that it's quite almost passing the shoulder, and I feel like it would be almost impossible to tell from ground to high level range. I mean, not gonna notice how, but that's a change what everybody gets.
a tiny body and long legs, but it's fine. Legs are probably more vital to the human body than the torso. Look, see, here we've got the, leggy parts, and of course the foot, very vital.
Leggy parts and the footy, very rival. Yeah.
And meanwhile, the torso only has the heart, lungs, liver, and kidneys. It's totally overrated. Legs are better and more important. Case closed. I'm glad
Why would you say that?
I didn't try to change myself just to fit in, because it helped me learn to love myself unconditionally, and it helped me find the people who appreciate me for who I was.
Oh, that's good to hear about. I mean, you got a little appreciation for yourself. Gotta think up ahead.
As time goes on, I've discovered that the things that make me unique are the things that I love most about myself. The moral of the story is to remember that your differences make you unique, and you can use them to your advantage. Maybe you'll use your differences to make a funny YouTube video as a random non-specific example.
I would wish, actually. I mean, I would make a funny story, but I'm more into a skit and animations. Probably if there's a chance here, but I'll talk about it in a future video, I'll try to see about the funny stories. I mean, if there's anything. Or definitely, of course, my defunct coasters that I have already written. So I'll talk about that one in a future video here by the time the coasters come to a next closure just right. So that way I'll be able to list that. I'll keep an eye on it, just so you know.
And it's okay to feel awkward while growing up. I am so glad that I valleyed in high school instead of peaking. Don't be just like everyone else. Be the best you that you can be.
Well, everybody could be like that. Oh, and the same me avatar, just like the one from the Mario Kart Madness. And definitely a Super Mario Child thing. And here's another same sound again. Oh, nah. No, what did you do?
Huh? What happened? Oh, me. You also maxed out his silliness stat. Meh, it's probably fine.
No, it's not nice. No, it's not fine. Oh, no! How dare you!
Hi, guys. It's me, your favorite Bryson. Unless you're cheating on me with some other Bryson.
No. I'm not cheating on you. Nobody is ever cheating on you. So please go away now.
You'll regret that once I finish glowing up in 10 years.
No, not really.
Don't forget to check out the merch before you leave. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and supporting me, and thanks to my amazing team using their talent to help me bring my creative visions to life. Now, excuse me as I fall off the face of the earth until the next video is done. Bye!
Yeah, goodbye. Well, I guess that was the end of it, and I Still Look Young is going to give a successful 9 out of 10 stars on my review for the reaction. So that's definitely what says now, that you're never too young to start doing this until your age comes different. And I might say is, change that immediately. Because that's why I have to go with. Hello, young viewers and people. It is I, the youngest son of beasts. Well, I wouldn't say that I am still young at that point. I mean, I just really like to be the same person that I always liked as my profile character. But as I mentioned it before, if you like this video, you might want to check out the last video that I have done, the birth defect. And that's right, birth defect reaction video is in the previous spot here for Haminations. So I will give it to you to your video once I finish the end of the announcement of this outro. And then you'll be able to go check out one of each in between the playlist and the best videos. Now, you're definitely noticing that everything's still young, but I just really thinking that I like to be as me. So I now know that I like to be 5.6, but I'm just at 5 inches and 5 feet and whatever, 86 inches. I'm just getting in the close range, but my mom knows the thing. Well, I don't know what's the average of the size of it and the inches and feet, but I really like to be 6 feet 6 inches. Well, that's it. I mean, I'm not really kidding, but looks like that my height has definitely stopped growing. Actually, I just really can't get over this. Now, nobody knows this, but especially when you're just dying along, when you're trying to get over to the height, you just really couldn't stop growing that much. And it's definitely kind of hard enough to get through it. Now, you'll definitely note this until by the year comes by, until your bones and definitely your growing strength comes up for the next part of the age. So, keep your eyes peeled if your age comes up to your next height. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and with that being said, subscribe to my channel and also follow me on my social media, and don't forget to like the button. I'll see you all again for the next reaction video, because now I'm doing Whoop-Doo's channel. Yes, Whoop-Doo's channel. That means the 15-minute object show. I'll try to find out if I can definitely do it right. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all again next time. Peace out for a while as the Haminations reaction dial. This is Chris from Son of Beast, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
If you don't, somebody will.